What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, I wanted to get on here for just a short bit and talk about the recent state of play from Sony. Their first state of play of the year 2024. It was a short one, only about 40 minutes. Just wanted to talk about, some things that stood out to me. But before I do that, I want to encourage y'all to be sure to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty for some awesome video game themed makeup and cosmetic products. And if you see something that you like and you want to make a purchase, be sure to use the promo code BlitzballChamp, Blitzball_champ, all in caps, for 10% off of your order. You can use that anytime. Anyway, so January 31st of 2024, the last day of the month, they did a state of play. I'm not gonna say it was a spectacular one, but there were a few things that stood out. There were just a few, just a few. They showed more footage of Helldivers 2, which I am I'm a little bit interested in Helldivers 2. I'm very curious about the co-op. If anything, that's the one thing I do want to check out is the co-op. So I'll see if I have any friends that are interested in Helldivers 2, but it's definitely a game I'm going to keep in mind. Definitely a game I'm going to keep in mind. And yeah, I'm really focused on that co-op mode. So that should be really good. And I believe Helldivers is getting ready to come out next month. If I remember correctly. Yes, February 8th. February 8th. So I'll keep an eye out on that. They also showcased one of their new games called Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade, it kind of, which is by the developer Shift Up. Stellar Blade kind of gives me that Bayonetta, like in the character look. It kind of gives me that Bayonetta. Kind of like that Bayonetta, Devil May Cry sort of look. Which, it is a hack and slash. And it looks like it has some RPG elements to it as well. It looks interesting. I'm not going to say that it's a day one for me. But it's something I'm going to keep an eye on. It looked pretty interesting. The main character looked pretty cool. And, of course, takes place in a future post-apocalyptic setting. But it's an interesting looking hack and slash. Very interesting. It launches April 26th. I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. And also be on the lookout for what type of reviews that it gets. But I don't see it being a day one for me, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for it because it did look pretty interesting. Now, one game I am actually looking forward to, Sonic Shadow Generations. That's right. Now, I do have Sonic Generations on Steam. Great game, by the way. Really great game. Especially if you're a Sonic fan. Really great game. And I think this is a nice follow-up to that game. Because remember, Sonic Generations came out in 2010. But I think this is a really nice follow-up. And I really liked how they showcased Shadow in this trailer. With his gameplay and also some of the stages and stuff like that. So I think it looks really cool. I like Shadow. I was a fan of his ever since his debut in Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 is one of my favorite Sonic games ever. Love the soundtrack, love the gameplay. Ginormous fan of Sonic Adventure 2. But yeah, I definitely like what they showed of this game, and I could definitely see myself getting this. They didn't have a specific date, but autumn 2024, so sometime this fall. But it looks great. It looks great, and I like the trailer that they showed that focused on Shadow. So I'm looking so forward to seeing more of that as time passes, as it gets closer to fall of 2024. I know Hoyoverse did another game, which is Zenless Zone Zero, which honestly I played a little bit of Genshin Impact, and then they did a game after that, but honestly I feel like they're just popping these games out so quickly. Is it just me? I feel like Hoyoverse is just popping out these games like popcorn. But it's another free-to-play MMO. Well, I'm probably going to skip it. Foam Stars. So Foam Stars, of course, I think it's safe to say, is the Splatoon competitor. They showed a trailer with more gameplay and characters and such, and it debuts via PlayStation Plus on February 6th, so actually this coming Tuesday, so right around the corner. I haven't myself played a lot of Splatoon. Like, I own Splatoon 3. I haven't played a lot of it. I mean, I like the concept, of course, but I probably will check this out to some degree, because I mean, it pretty much is a Splatoon competitor. I don't know if it's typically a game that I will really get into, but I mean, if it's that easy access through PlayStation Plus, then I mean, hey, why not check it out? So I am not sure if it will live up to the hype or be as fun as Splatoon 3. But it's a competitor. That's all I can say, is it is a competitor. Let's see. Next up, they're bringing Dave the Diver to PS5. Now, I remember originally seeing this game on the Switch, and it's going to have a Godzilla crossover. So I find that really interesting. But yeah, Dave the Diver. It's coming to PS5 sometime this year. They didn't have a date for it, but it's sometime this year. V Rising just reminded me of kind of like a dungeon crawler, almost kind of like Torchlight or Diablo, stuff like that. I'm probably gonna skip that one. Silent Hill making quite a splash at the State of Play with Silent Hill: The Short Message, which is apparently free to play and available right now. Like, what? Available right now, free to play. Now, I can tell you right now, I'm probably gonna avoid it, being that it's first person, because I'm kind of a coward. Yeah, I admit it. Which I'm more of a Resident Evil type of guy, which, I mean, the later Resident Evils have gotten pretty scary. But it took me forever to get through Resident Evil 7, especially with that being in first person, and that game scared the crap out of me. So I gotta ease into stuff like this. But Silent Hill, oof. I remember playing Silent Hill: The Room. I played a demo of that, and that game scared the mess out of me because a good chunk of it was in first person and stuck there in the room. Oh yeah, that game gave me the creeps. But hey, quite a big announcement. Silent Hill: The Short Message available now. So for those interested, check it out. And then of course they showed off the remake of Silent Hill 2. I remember a long time ago, shout out to Sly Nature. I remember watching him play Silent Hill 2, and man, that game is scary. That's one thing I will say. The Silent Hill games have been scary just over the years, but it's in development, and it definitely looks scary. I mean, even the original was pretty creepy. So, yeah, I think Silent Hill fans will definitely dig the remake as well as the short message. They also showed off Judas, which was a first-person shooter. Nothing really caught my attention there. They also did some PlayStation VR showings, Metro Awakening VR, as well as Legendary Tales, which Legendary Tales actually look pretty neat. I'm not that crazy about VR games, but Legendary Tales look pretty interesting. But Legendary Tales, that's February 8th. Oh, that's next week. Metro Awakening VR, that's sometime this year. They did show a little bit more Dragon's Dogma 2. That's a game that I'm definitely interested in. I mean, I have the first Dragon's Dogma, but definitely interested in Dragon's Dogma 2. Capcom, of course. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And that has a March 22nd release date. So it was good to see them show some more clips of that. So definitely looking to get that. They showed an in-depth trailer for Rise of the Ronin, which also comes out March 22nd. Wow, March 22nd. That's going to be the magic date in March. But this is a PS5 exclusive, of course, from Team Ninja. Makes me wonder if it's just an exclusive for now and maybe branches out later. We'll see. But it definitely gives me that Ghost of Tsushima look to it. And also a little bit of Sekiro as well. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved me some Ghost of Tsushima. That was my game of the year when it came out a couple of years ago. I felt like it got snubbed from the Game Awards, but I streamed my whole playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. The game was phenomenal, especially if you're big on samurais and Japanese folklore. Ghost of Tsushima, you gotta check it out. But this Rise of the Ronin definitely gives me that Ghost of Tsushima kind of look to it. So the trailer showed off gameplay, traveling, traversing the world. It showed combat as well. And, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So, and also the story will give players the opportunity to make different choices that will affect the outcome. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, open world samurai game from Team Ninja. I will definitely keep my eye out. It might be a day one for me, but I do want to see what kind of reviews it gets. But if it's anything like Ghost of Tsushima, I'll definitely enjoy it, because Ghost of Tsushima was awesome. They showed off Until Dawn. Not much of it, but it didn't really catch my attention. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. They actually finished with that. Death Stranding on the beach. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I Haven't played through the first one yet, but I mean, this game definitely looked pretty cool, graphically, and just, it looked really neat. This is a 2025 release, and shout out to Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions. They've been going to work quite a bit on these projects, and as a matter of fact, Hideo Kojima also mentioned that there will be a new IP after Death Stranding, after this whole game. A new IP and a return to espionage action. So it makes me wonder if this could be a new Metal Gear. Now we know that they are doing a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. We already know about that. But it makes me wonder if this is just a brand new Metal Gear or just a brand new tactical espionage action game. But he did mention that, so not a lot of details, but definitely caught my attention because I do enjoy the Metal Gear Solid games. And then at the end, right before the State of Play ended, there was one final announcement that they're going to be doing another State of Play on February 6th, which is on a Tuesday. And it was mentioned that it's going to have some focus on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is less than a month away. Remember, release date is February 29th. Looking so forward to that. And word is there's going to be showing off more gameplay, more features, and there was kind of a hint that they may do a demo. Which, remember, they did a demo for Final Fantasy VII Remake, so they could be doing a demo for Rebirth, which I think would be cool. I think would be awesome. But I can't wait for February 6th for the next State of Play. Those that know me well know that I am so hyped for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I have my reserve copy paid in full, so I'm looking forward to when it arrives February 29th. But that'll do it for this video. Like I said, I put a link in the description with different announcements. But overall, this State of Play was, it was okay. It was I mean, there was a few things that stood out. Like I said, Death Stranding 2 looked pretty cool. Rise of the Ronin definitely got my interest. Dragon's Dogma 2. I mean, the Silent Hill games, I mean, I'm not too big on them, but I know it has a great fan base. Foam Stars, we'll probably check that out. Sonic Shadow Generations is a definite. Stellar Blade looks pretty interesting. Helldivers 2, I'm very curious about the co-op. So, just a recap of what stood out to me with this State of Play. But anyway, let me know what y'all's thoughts are on this State of Play. Did you like it? Anything interest you? Did you hate it? And are you going to check out the February 6th? That's next week. It's right around the corner. But anyway, for Blitzball Champ Gaming, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed evening, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace out.